Are you living the daydream? Are you living the daydream now?
Guys, it's Monday and the start of a brand new week, which is lovely, and I'm really looking forward to this week because got some really nice different recipes. We're doing a lot of vegan raw recipes this week. As you may have seen for the last sort of few videos, I've sort of mentioned that we're just trying it out, you know, not confirmed whether we want to go vegan, whether we will just have a few vegan dishes every now and then or a few raw dishes every now and then. We're just kind of trying it out for size and kind of watching different videos and just seeing what we want to do. So tonight we're having raw vegan and going into back to the Mimi Kirk Live Raw. I've had this book for years, and it's only really in the latter years that it's kind of really seeing any action. And so tonight we are having enchiladas. I have cut a few corners. I haven't made tortillas. I've actually just bought some tortillas, and I haven't made salsa. I've got shop bought salsa, which isn't ideal if you're trying not to follow or have any processed food, because obviously, you know, like shop bought salsa has had, you know, preservatives and stuff in it. But you know, you got to do what you got to do. You know, you can only do the best you can when you can do it. So yes, that's what we've got tonight, the enchilada, and I did the I made cashew nut sour cream to go with it. It's all here. I haven't assembled it. I thought we could kind of do it taco style because you don't cook it anyway. So that's the raw mix to go inside. My cashew nut sour cream, some avocado, and yeah, it's a salsa and tortillas. I think with everything you've got to do the best you can or whatever suits you at any particular time. I mean, I wanted to eat less dairy and less processed foods, but you know, I haven't got time to make salsa, so, or you know, there's other things that are difficult to make or whatever. So I think you've kind of just got, yeah, do the best you can when you can and do whatever works for you. So yeah, we're just going to try a few raw recipes this week and a few vegan raw, not just raw, vegan raw, not just vegan raw recipes this week, and see how we go, see if we like it, see if that's something that we'd like to introduce more of into our diet. But yeah, we'll just continue to keep you posted. Hey guys, it's hot here, it's Tuesday, so it's definite salad weather, which is just as well because we're having another raw dinner, and raw definitely lends itself to summer, I think. I know I've said this, but you know, on a day like today, I was like, you know, I didn't have to cook, put the oven on, I could just prepare, and that was really great. So tonight we are back in the Mimi Kirk, the Live Raw book, and we're having the chop salad. It's a bit still there. So we're having the chop salad, and that's what hers looks like in the book. My biggest gripe with this is there's no quantities there. So it just says carrot, red cabbage, turnip, fennel bulb. And yeah, how are you supposed to really know? So I bought a full-size red cabbage and a full-size fennel bulb and all that kind of stuff. So I bought the full size of everything, and I shall show you what that dish has created. Look at the size of that. Can you see? Massive, absolutely massive. For scale, there is my hand, okay? There is my hand. So it is massive. It looks really nice and yummy. Does look really nice and yummy, but it is massive. Not only that though, that was only half of what I bought. So for instance, that was half a red cabbage and only half of a pack of beans, half of a pack of asparagus. So I definitely can do that lot of veg again another day. And what's more is in the recipe it also says to have yellow squash, which I didn't put any in, and a turnip, which I didn't put any in. See, like there, carrot. What is that? 1 carrot or 5 carrots? But then it's got, so one would think it was 1 carrot, but then it says red cabbage. So is that 1 red cabbage? See what I mean? That's really hard, isn't it? So what I did is once I chopped up half the red cabbage and saw how much that was when alarm bells started to ring for me, and I was like, this is just going to be too much food. So that's when I decided to do half. I'm not worried about that much food because we can just have leftovers for tomorrow or for lunches and that kind of stuff. So that's absolutely fine. Why did I do that? What is the point in that recipe? I guess as time goes on, and if you've done that several times, then you know the quantities. But like from a novice point of view, that's just absolutely rubbish. But the dressing's really nice. I had a taste of the dressing. It's got vegetables in there that I would normally cook, like parsnip. I have never ever had a raw parsnip. Always cooked like with your Sunday roast. What else is in there? So like asparagus, I've never had raw. I would always cook asparagus. I've never ever had raw parsnips, so we shall see. Some of the rest of it's fine though. So you basically just chop everything up and put it into the bowl. Then you make the dressing and then you mix it all together. And then you serve. And it says to serve with salad leaves. But seriously, I don't think we need any more food. Don't. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 types of vegetables in there. I've got a bit stuck in my throat. There's 8 types of vegetables in there. I really don't think we need salad leaves to go with it. That's just crazy. But it tastes nice anyway. So I just wanted to kind of share that experience with you, that I hate it when recipe books aren't very precise or specific, particularly when you've never done a recipe before. And that, when it's hot outside, raw is absolutely perfect. I can't imagine eating that dinner on a cold night though. So Mr. B is just walking in through. Okay, so finding raw things is going to be a bit of an experimental process. The enchiladas that we had, we really enjoyed, really liked those, and we like salads and stuff. That was just a bit too root vegetable-y. It's really hard to explain. What would you say? Too much cabbage?
Heavy on the cabbage.
Heavy on the cabbage. But it was just really hard to chew and hard to digest, and the flavours were just very root vegetable-y. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
So that particular recipe wasn't for us, but I did suggest the pub. I've cooked it. So I've taken some of it out, the raw out of there, and I just put a little bit of olive oil into the pan and just fried it off like a stir fry. And then I've mixed it with some black beans, which is in there. And then I'm just cooking up some pasta, and I'm just going to mix this all in with the pasta, and that's what we have. And then that, we did say that it might be nicer in a very small quantity as like a side with a different dish, but as a main on its own, it was just all a bit too much. We're not used to it yet. We're still experimenting with the raw thing. We've come across some raw dishes that we really like, and I guess you're just going to find that, aren't you? You're not going to gel with every single raw dish that you come across. So for tonight, we're not having raw. We're cooking. But there we go. Another raw dish tomorrow. So we'll see what that turns out like. It's Wednesday, and that is tonight's dinner. It's warm. So yeah, that was leftovers from last night that I just warmed slightly, and yeah, we put the veggie mix in with some pasta, and then we just don't know why, we just thought it tasted delicious. We then put some sweet chili sauce in it. It did taste really nice. And so I've just sort of zapped it a little bit to warm it up, and that's what we're having for tonight's dinner, and tomorrow's lunch, and yeah, that lot of food will see us through for quite a while yet, but I'm not one to waste food. Hey guys, it's Friday and it is really hot here. It's like 31 degrees at the moment, and so I contemplated not doing a face on face video because I look a mess, but there was a few things I wanted to say, and well, this is just me on a hot day, so you'll have to excuse that. Tonight we have gone back to the Vegetarian Summer magazine, and we're having tonight halloumi boric and pea puree. We're not having the roasted cauliflower. You will notice two things there. One, it's cooked. See, I'll show you. It's in the oven. My oven is on, people. So one, it is cooked. Secondly, it's cheese, dairy. And there's a reason for that. It's not that we're copping out and we're not doing the whole raw thing or the whole vegan thing anymore. I mean, we've talked about it, and it really is, we just want to cut down on our dairy, not get rid of dairy full stop, and increase the amount of raw food we're eating, not eat raw full stop. So that's kind of it. And I don't like wasting food, and I've still got a load of phyllo pastry in the fridge from the last time I did those halloumi borics. So I kind of bought the halloumi so that I could use the phyllo pastry, because I didn't want to let the phyllo pastry go to waste. We've still got some vegan recipes coming up for the rest of the week, as well as some raw. Do also have some cheese. I just went shopping. I was out today and I went into a shop and I bought cheese because I really fancied cheese. And the whole vegetarian thing for us isn't about being like the whole vegan thing isn't about necessarily being strict. It's kind of, you know, this is early days for us, so we're just kind of trying to work out what works for us, what we like, you know, that kind of, Mr. Beach just walked past the window, that kind of thing. So we're just trying it out and, you know, seeing how we go really, and you know, that's the sort of thing that I'll keep you posted about. We're enjoying it, we are enjoying it, but you know, it's a new thing and we're just doing a slow implementation of it. Anyway, Mr. B is home, so I'm gonna start dishing up the dinner, but there's something else I want to say, so I'll come back to you in a bit. Okay, so here's a revelation. There's that's banana and peach smoothie made with almond milk. I got the recipe for that from a YouTube channel who we've been watching for quite a while now, before we even sort of announced that we would be trying vegan. We got it from the YouTube channel Happy Healthy Vegan, who we watch a lot. And yeah, neither of us massively enjoyed that dinner. Did you enjoy the dinner?
I enjoyed it.
What do you think?
It was okay, but it wasn't as nice.
No, and I'm just left feeling like, I don't know, I did burn the phyllo pastry, which doesn't help, but also kind of left like with a kind of a greasy feeling in my mouth, which just really didn't like. I think because we've not had cheese or anything cooked or anything like that for a while, we've obviously just really missed it. So that's why I decided to do a smoothie, because I really my body's telling me that I really fancy fruit. So there we go. The other thing I wanted to say is, from my food haul I had pesto. Now as vegetarians we're not very strict vegetarians, and as vegans we're not strict either. So I just didn't even give pesto a second thought. And then someone asked me whether the pesto was vegan, and I was just like, oh crikey, actually no, it's not. But and they said that they were looking, I can't remember who it was, but they said that they were looking for a vegan pesto. Now I found one. I went into Holland and Barrett today, and I've popped it in my fridge. Look how good the fridge is looking. Yeah, all that green. Yes, so I popped into Holland and Barrett today, and I picked up this pesto by Meridian. I think it was £2. It was, as I say, from Holland and Barrett, and it is vegan, suitable for vegans. I'm not actually sure. Where's the ingredients? Basil, extra virgin olive oil, sunflower oil, cashew nuts, mustard seeds, garlic puree, potato starch, salt, lime juice concentrate, lemon juice concentrate, and black pepper. So, yeah, there we go. That'd be interesting to see what that's like one night. So there we go. That's a bit of a roundup from Friday. Today's Sunday and we're having John's infamous homemade pizzas. Can you say woo, please? There you go. Exciting stuff. He's just assembling the last one. As you will see there, that has cheese on it. Mr. Brim, your thoughts on having cheese on your pizza?
Personally, I wasn't bothered. Be happy without it.
Why? You don't miss cheese at all?
I'm not bothered.
You haven't missed cheese and dairy at all, have you?
No, not bothered.
No. I have a bit. And also, I was a bit like, when you're meal planning, I think it's going to be a period of adjustment, because I think sometimes when you're meal planning, you kind of know the meals that you know, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, that's really hard to explain, but it's kind of like, I was trying to think about like dinners and stuff, and I went shopping, and I was kind of like, well, I know this, that and the other, and because like vegan-ish stuff is still so new, it's kind of like I'm still looking at recipes, and pizzas was just easy and I could just, you know, rock and roll with that. But as I say, John was really not that bothered about having cheese at all. It's me that is the cheese addict. I've kind of had cravings for cheese over this past week, but John's not being bothered about cheese at all. It's me. So we'll see. I haven't had cheese for a while, so let's see how I feel about eating it. But yeah, I don't know. We're not sure what next week's going to bring, but we shall see. What have you thought about your vegan-ish, raw-ish week?
I like it. Yeah.
That's it.
I like it. I'm doing it.
You like it? Yeah. So you want to continue?
Yeah.
You want to continue being full-time vegan?
I would happily do that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Apart from like when we go out?
I think I wouldn't restrict myself to make life impossible, but I would aim to do it when possible. That makes
Sorry,
sense.
clarify that again.
I think we should aim to do it, like at home,
Yeah.
and if we can out, but I can't see us ever being able to eat out, because
Okay.
there's just no way.
Okie dokie. We wouldn't ever be able to eat out.
So I'd still try when we're out, but it's hard enough getting vegetarian stuff, let alone
Yeah, that's
vegan.
true. Yeah.
Although we'd take stuff with us when we can, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
but yeah, I can't see us ever finding anything vegan. In our local pub, there's definitely not.
No, there's not even anything vegetarian, let alone.
It's
Well,
not
there's
there.
like one funny looking vegetable lasagna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, do our best,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So there we go, folks. That's our veganish. Oh, what about raw? Your thoughts on raw?
I'm liking raw again. I don't think we do it full time, especially in the winter here because it's cold and
Yeah.
you want hot. I think hot.
Comforting.
occasionally.
And I actually say that I do like the raw, but I have sort of missed cooking a little bit.
Okay.
Not missed cooking, but kind of.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily a full time thing. I think it's when we fancy it, a couple times a week.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely raw. We have raw breakfast and.
I would
stuff like
say, I would definitely say that raw before 4 is something that we could certainly do
Yeah.
or incorporate.
Yeah.
It's just I think it's the evening meal thing sometimes that I sort of struggle with.
Yeah.
Would you agree with
Yeah.
that?
Although we'd have some, but not every.
Yeah, that's kind of
Yeah.
what, and then that raw dish didn't like, so I ended up cooking it.
Yeah. No, we just got to try some, haven't we?
Yeah, I think we need
different ones.
to. I think we need to carry on doing our research and carry on finding different recipes and online and looking at books and stuff like that.
Yeah. Slowly. No
Slowly,
rush,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, cool. And I've lost 3 pounds this week, woohoo, which is exciting. So it obviously shows you how much dairy and cheese I was eating.
Yeah.
Have you lost any weight this week by doing
Yeah.
it? Yeah. Are you too shy to?
No, I lost like £5 in the last
Did you
3
lose
weeks.
£5? How much? Say how much?
£5
In
about 3 weeks.
3 weeks. But
Yeah.
we haven't been vegan for 3 weeks.
Well, no, but we've been being good.
Yeah. Okay then. Right. Cool. So we'll see you next week. We're not sure what next week's going to hold, but we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.